YouTube? Film Geek here, and I'm here today with...
What's Up Pam from 3B Video.
And I'm going to attach a link in the description below so you guys can check those guys out. 3B Video is a horror exclusive movie channel on YouTube, and the guys over there are great, and her husband is one of them, so check them out. Which I'm sure most of you have by now, actually. So, alright, so today we're here. We're going to be doing a commentary for Jennifer's Body, the extended cut. So, we're just going to go along and talk about what we like about this movie, what we maybe dislike. I don't dislike much.
I mean, when this came out, it got a lot of hate. A lot of people talked shit. I mean, crap about it. Can I cuss?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, anyway, a lot of people talk shit about it. And, you know, I finally took the time to watch it, not recently, but, you know, a while back, because I like to make my own decisions, but I liked it.
Yeah, I think the movie was...
I mean, I went into it expecting it to be like a high school vampire kind of flick, and it delivered.
Yeah, it really did. I think if you ignored the marketing at all and then saw the movie for the first time, you get a really good take on it. I mean, a really different take on it. And then that was what was the big problem here. It was marketed at like teenage boys, and it really should have been marketed to teenage girls, because it's a very girl horror movie in my opinion.
Yeah, she is a really good... She's a villain that you like. Yeah, she's relatable, and she's fun, but she's evil and will tear you apart.
Tear you apart, yeah.
Whoa, here she comes, yeah.
So, you know, this came out in 2009. One of my complaints, really, the only complaint is CGI, but that's me. I'm just not a CGI person. I mean, I think, again, I like some, but I would have liked to have seen a little bit more makeup with
personally, I'm excited to get into this because there's so much I want to talk about, because I like a lot of different things about this movie.
Yeah, so okay, well, let's get started. So I've got the controller here. If you're following along with us, if you've got your copy, again, this is the extended cut. This isn't the theatrical release. So we might be off by 10-15 minutes if you're watching the regular one. Which, alright, here we go. So hitting the play button. 20th Century Fox. This is strange. I feel like there's, like, you know, we should be at least talking about.
I have to start this off. I have to preface this with, I haven't seen like a ton of Megan Fox films, but I think she's gorgeous. You know, she's got pretty eyes. When you see her in interviews, she comes off very nice and personable. So I imagine I'd like to think that she's a sweet person, got a good personality besides looking good, and that personality really makes her just a scotch hotter. So
right.
I'd like to start off saying that she's fabulous, but so is Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah.
I loved her when, granted, it was mostly flashbacks, but when she was in Veronica Mars.
Yeah, she was a lot of fun in Veronica Mars. I haven't seen a lot.
She wasn't a lot of fun. She got killed.
Really? I didn't see
Yeah,
a lot
that's like the mystery of the first season is who killed Lily Kane.
Oh man, I didn't watch
She was Lily Kane, and she got brutally murdered. I won't say by who, but I don't want to give it all away. You know, first season of Veronica Mars, back from what, like 2004, 5? I mean,
yeah, somewhere in there. I don't remember. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes, so I must have caught one where things were okay with. I don't know.
So apparently, Needy, Amanda Seyfried's character, is in an institution. We see hospital gowns, bars on the window.
She's got some scars going on there.
She's got some serious scars.
Yeah, she's got something has happened to her. You know, and I would like to call out, first off here, Chip.
What about Chip?
He's alright. Chip is the one decent, male character in this entire thing. And well, we'll get to what happens to Chip. I just had to put that out there. It's like, nobody be hating on Chip.
He is, I mean, maybe he needs to hit the Bowflex a little more, but, you know, he does hit it through here. He tells his mom, hit the Bowflex.
Yeah, he's health-oriented.
And, you know, that's important. Anita is her real name. But
Needy.
Everybody just calls her Needy.
Which, yeah. the nickname on this, you know, I'm kind of like, but whatever.
I mean, They write songs
kind of,
about girls like her, so...
Yeah, it's kind of fitting, honestly. And well, I'd like to say this should actually, like this right here, like you have no idea what's going on right now. We're in the prison scene here. She just like super karate chick, kicks her across the freaking cafeteria. She's just a normal person. When there's
she's spitting out teeth. Orderlies are getting thrown.
I mean, so far this is not Megan Fox. That's kind of what I like with what's going on here.
Now she's in the hole. That's where they send the bad girls.
That's the bad girls, yeah. She's like, but it seems to
no
me like...
Mamma Mia for her.
She wants to be there, though.
I mean... I don't even see a bathroom in there. What are you going to do if you really got to, like, take a pee or if you got some diarrhea? You're just kind of out of luck on that. Once again, this is... I personally like it. I didn't like it because I thought it was going to be some serious vampire movie, like Interview with the Vampire. I didn't think it was going to be like that.
Right.
I went into this thinking high school girls. Yeah.
I felt like it was going to be, a next generation craft. Like the same kind of, again, that girl horror,
So the name of this town they live in is Devil's Kettle. And I did a little looking up. Let's see. The waterfall that goes nowhere is the Devil's Kettle at the Judge Magny State Park in Minnesota.
Oh.
The water disappears into a glacial pothole.
Wow.
That is not my verbiage. I don't think I would use... glacial is nice because, most waterways are started from glaciers,
mm-hmm.
but pothole, I don't know. But anyway, this water goes to nowhere, and they've never figured out where it goes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that explains them dropping the little balls and all in there, like having a little scientific experiment they had going on there, trying to figure out where they're going to come out. So another thing that I think is really interesting is that this is a really well shot movie. I mean, the cinematography is great. I always love stuff like this where you're looking into the window, kind of, into their lives, or you're kind of peeking around. You're not supposed to be there, kind of stuff.
I also like, the little time. What do they call those? Like timestamps, I guess, of like the Fall Out Boy poster on her wall.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. This is a early 2000.
Isn't that Tony Little? And you can do it. And he's all on his fast track.
The Gazelle, is that what it's called?
I don't know, but he sold a lot of them. And they made her look normal here, like a high school girl. I feel that she's even pretty on a normal level. And then, of course, when she starts going through changes, she has her ups and downs, and she looks even prettier, and then she looks like hell.
Yeah.
They did a really good depiction of her stages of her vampirism.
Yeah, her feeding, her succubi,
her
succubus. Oh, yeah, we're filming this in, the middle of the day, so... As we all know, this is my living room at the apartment building.
And it was so quiet before we started, and we get not even 10 minutes into this, and it's a party in the hallway.
It happens.
Okay, so she makes the comment about I don't know why she kind of has a best friend like me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of get where she's coming from with the whole. A lot of things are based off people's looks, but. Maybe she's your best friend because, you're cool and you've always been true since the Sandbox. So that's somebody I like to know I can depend on.
Right. And I feel like both of the characters represent two different types of the high school girl. You have...
The pretty popular preppy girl.
And then your average plain Jane, intellectual, mousy, kind of girl who's not concerned about... I'm not saying she's not concerned about her looks, but she obviously doesn't do her hair every morning like Megan Fox.
She's not as high maintenance.
Right. She'd throw on some sweatpants and be happy with it,
Yeah.
She's not unattractive. but she doesn't do herself up as much as Megan Fox's character. Which is kind of like the theme of this also with Megan Fox's character, is that she's so the you know,
they're getting ready to go out tonight.
Yeah,
They're gonna go to this bar.
Yeah, like they're underage. I've always like do they show them getting carded or anything?
I
like
mean,
that?
she does come back with like this 3-tiered shooter.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining they're underage in this bar, which, you know, I'd be a liar if I say I hadn't been underage in a bar before, but sometimes, you know, you get lucky, sometimes you don't. I mean, I live in a much bigger city than Devil's Kettle.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe there's.
I wouldn't think they would be able to get away with it being in a small town. They would know who these chicks are, especially Megan
Fox, right?
She's
the head cheerleader or whatever.
Right. We're gonna know she's the head cheerleader. Oh, she's a senior in high school. She shouldn't be in this bar drinking these, you know, bomb pop shots.
Right. This is a little bit out there. I mean, because I don't think they say they're going to some, like, it's definitely a Roadhouse-esque bar.
Yes,
middle
it's kind
of nowhere.
I was going to say, out in, like, the dark.
It's the sticks.
Not a whole lot around. I can't imagine it being, you know, in a populated part of downtown.
Yeah.
Okay, now, when they get to this bar, I'll have to admit, it is a guilty pleasure admission I'm about to say here, but the band that they go to see is Low Shoulder. I like them on so many levels because they are truly a product of our time. I'll wait till they get to the bar and
everything in this.
I really wish we could listen to the song because it's kind of a good song. It's like it's really catchy and
very that pop punk.
And Adam Brody, who plays the lead singer of Low Shoulder, he does the part so well. I've been a fan of his since the days of the OC, because he was Seth Cohen on the OC. Loved that show.
I did not watch it.
And it was ideal because it was like 4 seasons and they wrapped it up in a bow and gave it to you and it was just done. You didn't have to dedicate a decade of your life to getting the final story with like Ryan, Marissa, and Seth and the Coens and stuff.
Okay.
4 seasons, sweet and short. I love it.
This dialogue, I swear, you know exactly who wrote this movie when you're watching stuff like, you're Jello, and I know it. I mean,
I personally think that Megan Fox's character, Jennifer, I don't know why I keep forgetting her name's Jennifer, it's the name like a title, but I think she is somewhat jealous and needy, even though she may be totally hotter. Actually, I think they're hot for different reasons, but you know, Needy's normal. She's got a cute, normal, stable boyfriend that adores the ground she walks on. I mean, it's nice always, I'm sure, being worshipped by any man that she encounters, but at some point you kind of want something more. But she's in high school, so I don't know.
I was going to point out, too, the amount of the high school students that are at this bar, because there was 2 football players there.
Okay, like, now...
What are the rules in this town?
I don't know if this is the bar like we used to have back in the day, but remember when we had the under-21 clubs?
Oh, yeah.
I went to one back in the day, and it wasn't like... And it was just a club. Young Chris Pratt.
That is the man.
Yes, pre-Guardians of the Galaxy.
God, look how... so young.
That baby face Chris Pratt. Now he's all like cut and ripped and defined and looking all kinds of good, but
looking all Star-Lordy.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm not really into like comic book movies, but I'll admit those 2 weren't that bad.
Because this is like Parks and Rec.
Chris Pratt.
Slightly chubby Chris Pratt.
Okay, here comes the band Low Shoulder.
Yeah.
First of all, they're totally like emo, like a Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, there you go.
Party at the Disco. What the fuck? I sound like a retard today.
Keeping the mascara business going.
You know what? I've never personally been into looking like that, but it works good for them, and I think Adam Brody is just cute as fuck anyway, so it works well for him. I can't really talk shit about this character. Maybe, like, if he was wearing skinny jeans.
They're about to turn her into a succubus. I mean, these characters aren't good people.
I know. They're total scum.
I mean, they're like, oh, hey there, we're
Look
gonna
at him. I'm
sacrifice
Seth
you
Cohen.
to Satan. Yeah.
I live in Orange County.
God, but they do. They look like
Nikolai is his name, the lead singer of Low Shoulder.
they seem like they spent more money on their outfits than they did their instruments. That's like that's kind of like what these guys look like. Oh man.
Once again, why would you want to play all the way out here in Devil's Kettle? Well, I mean, it is a nice place to get practice. Smaller places.
It's a smaller venue, you know. They try to get out everywhere, you know. I mean, they're doing the circuit. You know, they're going to get that contract, man. They're going to get their dreams are going to come true.
Yeah.
Someday.
Well, he better get some fucking better eyeliner because that shit is smearing a little.
Yeah, well, that's the smoky eye look, right? That's what he's going for.
I mean, personally, once again, I don't have a man that wears guy liner, but I think it looks good on him.
It's got what happens is
I personally couldn't be with a guy who wears guy liner. I don't even wear eyeliner.
They start to, you know, they start to, what happens, you know, they're sweating, right? And what's good is they're playing that, you know, this emo music, and after a while that eyeliner will start to run like it's a tear or something, and they just look that much cooler.
Yeah.
That much more emo. Like
because you know when you're emo, you gotta be like committed emo.
You have to really, you gotta pull that off. You gotta push it. I believe
So
they
they're
are all
discussing-
wearing eyeliner.
They're discussing if they think Jennifer is a virgin or not.
Oh yeah, we went way into their fashion. Forgot about the
Right,
movie.
we got a little hung up on the guy liner, and we're like, okay, so they think that she's a virgin. They're like, totally. This backwoods country girl is virgin all the way. And her best friend hears this. Needy comes over and she's like, you fucking creeps. You don't deserve my friend. She is a virgin. Take your big city attitude back to the bit. Okay, see, look at those triple layer
here we go. We're back. Yeah.
shots, man. Look at that. That looks tasty.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of bomb pop or something, doesn't it? I would really enjoy that, I believe.
Right, I'm totally imagining like the bomb pop you would get from the ice cream truck back in the day, except it's just melted in a cup and managed to stay in the 3 colored sections.
Well, I'd like to point out too. So she said she was a virgin, but now she's like, I'm not a virgin. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and she talks about being a
Backdoor virgin. She's not even a backdoor virgin anymore.
She's not even a backdoor virgin.
Oh.
And they keep calling it Devil's Lake, and it's Devil's Kettle. That's up there with like, we love you, Kansas City, Kansas, and it's like, dude, we're in Missouri.
Just watch some history. There's some great videos on YouTube that explain Kansas City and Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah.
We're the cool one.
Okay, now the band is jamming out Low Shoulder. Ooh, he's spitting his gum.
Ooh, yeah.
He's looking all dreamy into the mic.
They got these upward shots on him like they're a rock video, and I love the drummer's just back there with his eyes closed. Nothing.
He's feeling it.
Yeah, nothing makes me.
If Rick Allen could be a one-armed drummer, this motherfucker
could be a no-eye drummer.
Yeah, he could just be doing it blind.
How do I know you're not playing your drums? Your eyes are closed. That's how.
Ooh, he's having. Okay, so in Bring It On, they have this thing they call cheer sex, where she's all cheering, but she's looking at one guy. He's totally having cheer sex with Jennifer on the stage.
There went that virginity. Oh, man. Yep. You should have watched yourself.
He had the cheer sex. Okay, now the drummer's eyes are open, so he was just into the moment.
He was just really into the moment.
Right.
Okay. Like, he's not some super drummer that does everything on instinct.
I wish we could hear this song. I really like this part.
I know, YouTube. Why you gotta be like that, huh?
She's so happy. She's with her bestie, listening to this band. This dude's cheer sexing her. What more could you fucking ask for? You know what? How about a 3-layered bomb pop shot?
A 3-layered bomb. Yes, that can really set it over the edge for you every time. And what's that? What's going on? She's like, wait a minute.
She's all mesmerized by Nikolai.
Yeah.
Of Low Shoulder. Okay, so now like this fire's breaking out. And you know, this is messed up because this actually really does happen.
Yeah. This is... What was that? White snake? A great white?
Great white.
Yeah.
I don't think White Snake is playing any clubs right now.
I don't know.
Well, not right now, but
white.
before, pre-COVID. Okay, so Needy's on to where this fire is, and it's like traveling. Now the bartender sees it. The fire bunting drops on the table.
The surprise dude gets...
Like, you didn't notice that before? Okay, now chaos ensues. People are screaming. Jennifer's standing there in a horny trance.
They're still just like mesmerized with
And
each
what's
other.
with all the high school? Maybe it's a restaurant bar that has music, so you can get food,
Yeah.
and that's why the kids can be there, because they have food.
Right. Maybe,
So when
you know.
there's a fire, the last thing I'm doing is getting under a fucking table.
I mean,
let's get out of here.
yeah. Well, yeah. There's
If we
like
have
some
to
really
throw
bad-
something through a window first to get the fuck out of there, let's do what we need to do. I'm
Like,
sorry,
what
I'll
did-
stop cussing so much. I don't want to.
Like, I've always wondered about that scene there where she's so infatuated. Everything's burning around them, and Jennifer is just still like all dreamy-eyed. Did he use some kind of spell? I mean,
Probably. I mean,
Yeah.
what is it? Like, isn't there like some tune of the necromancer or something?
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, now we're getting to different folklore. We're getting out of vampirism.
It doesn't. I mean, make believe's make believe. I mean,
All right, we got people running around on fire. Maybe those bomb pop shots just went to her head.
it was really, yeah. She was really jacked up. Oh wait, didn't they roofie?
I don't think they roofied her because they never brought her a drink. They were always on
Yeah.
the stage.
That's true.
So he's like casual as can be. He wants to, take her out of there. He's got his scotch. He's like, hey, babe, let's go somewhere we can be alone, while bodies
This
are
whole
burning
place is
around
just
him.
people are screaming in the background.
Yeah, you can see
There's
that,
a guy still on fire.
That
right there.
fire is a person behind her. And it's like, yeah, let's go make out.
Yeah, why not? And,
I just saw, like 7 people fucking die in a horrible fire, and I'm horny.
There's nothing I want more now than the D. That's right.
Okay, so now she's splitting up, leaving Needy there.
Leaving Needy behind. Leaving her needy friend.
No, I'm sorry, but it is girl code. We come together, we
go
leave
together.
together.
Yeah.
And if somebody's not kind of acting right, we stick with a sister to make sure that she hasn't been like roofied or something. But, maybe I'm old school, but I would think that I don't know, she would have stuck with her, went with her, demanded she stayed.
Yeah.
Shame on Needy for just letting her friend go.
Yeah, there's a little bit of and he's even kind of gloating about it. He looks at her and just kind of like, see what I'm saying?
We're gonna go
See you later.
gang bang this chick here. He's got his full size.
Well, that would have been
Econoline
better,
van.
honestly. I mean, for what happens to her.
I mean, she should be welcoming a gang bang.
Exactly. I mean, it shouldn't be such a bad idea. Oh, good old. This is like when people still actually had to call each other too.
Oh yeah, like she's got her little flip phone.
He's got his little phone here. When did because we were still in flip phone and normal cell phone land in 2009. Because it was like 2010. Was that one?
I ended up after my flip phone. My first like non-flip phone was a BlackBerry.
Oh yeah, I did that too. I
had a BlackBerry, loved it.
I went the like the off-brand route. Like I went with the T-Mobile Dash. It was like the off-brand BlackBerry. It sucked.
Okay, so she's calling Chip and telling him about, holy shit, there was a fire, lots of people are dead, Jennifer got in this van, all the windows were, blacked out. She called it an 89 rapist.
Yeah. Like I said, that's again, I guess the dialogue is great in this. I really do
See,
enjoy
she didn't
that.
call it guyliner, she called it mascara.
Yeah.
They were wearing the mascara. That was eyeliner as well, so maybe they had the mascara and
I
guyliner.
feel mascara was the man bun of its time. It was really popular with these guys. Their jet black hair that's like pointing down, and they're just droopy eyed.
See, you know, and Garth Brooks, I think he tried it before. Like
He was emo first.
yeah, like there was goths before the Chris Gaines Garth Brooks thing. But Garth Brooks, when I first saw that, when he had the Chris Gaines hair and he's all looking dark and brooding, I got feelings.
And we found out that yes,
It's like, is that Garth Brooks? And it's
No.
like, no, it's Chris Gaines.
No.
It's like, who the
No,
fuck is Chris
that's
Gaines?
Garth
It's
Brooks.
Garth Brooks. But he kind of had that look before any of these, you know, Panic at the Disco or Low Shoulder or whoever the fuck was doing it.
Yeah, I'd like
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
That's the one I was
They're
trying
like
to think
the
of.
kings of emo.
Yeah. I'm not okay, so.
Nah, I didn't. really
Okay,
get
so
into
she
that.
hears some shit going on in her house. She's dark. Wait, it's dark.
It's
She's
dark.
alone.
Creaky floors as always in these. That's like the horror cliche that I like the most. The creaky floor. Everyone. Even if there's not,
I mean,
like
if
you
your
watch
house has wood in it, it's going to creak. It's expansion and contraction.
the ones that always crack me up are when it's not even like a wood floor. Like, guys, you just threw that in there. And squeaky, like one of my other things with the supernatural stuff, every door squeaks.
Not unless it was in my house, because when I would try to, not that I snuck out at night a lot, and not that I went far, I just would go to a friend's house that was close by, but I would WD-40 the hinges so I could still get out of the house undetected.
That's a good idea.
And I also took like dog treats with me so the dogs wouldn't bark as I was leaving or coming back.
Well, that was a good
I would
little
have
jump
them
scare.
set like in the windowsill. Do not try that at home, kids. I am not advocating sneaking out. Okay, so Jennifer just showed
She's
up.
just all bloody.
She is like covered in blood and beat the fuck to hell. Needy's all, what happened?
And she has absolutely no idea what's going on right
And
now.
now she's just smiling like a psycho.
Jen's no longer here.
I like that she goes straight for the Boston market. Like she's in the fridge and she's just tearing up the Boston market. Like,
I would like to pull attention to that smile also. If that was just a completely Megan Fox, like there was no CGI involved in that, that's a good gaping, like big smile there.
there she is.
Just
tearing up
throws that chicken on the floor.
Okay,
and
so maybe it
just-
wasn't Boston Market, but oh, there it is. My
Yeah.
mom got that at Boston Market.
Yeah.
You
We're
can-
supposed to eat that for Sunday dinner.
What a waste of chicken. She like just ate that. Now she's spitting it out.
Oh, here it
Along-
comes.
Here comes
the
the black
black-
goo.
Here comes Jason from 9, right there.
She ate Jason's heart.
She ate
I thought
Jason's
she ate a
heart.
Boston Market chicken. Boston Market chicken.
That was part of the whole thing with
oh,
the
so the
rock
heart looks
band.
like a chicken.
Yeah, no, she went to the rock band shoved Jason Voorhees hard down her throat.
Right. Because
That's part of the sacrificing too.
all right, so there's black evil goo on the floor and Boston Market chicken.
But you know, you can just wash that off. You can just watch that black ichor that had that neat little wave thing happen in it. It's like, is it living? What came out of you?
Like she's gonna need more than a couple Swiffer pads to
Yeah.
get that cleaned up.
And
This
then
is gonna be like a mop bucket kind of job.
she just kind of comes in her house, eats her chicken,
Are
throws
you
up
scared?
everywhere.
Of course she's
Seals her up.
scared. You just threw up a gallon of fucking motor oil. I mean, I would be terrified if I saw that too. Ooh, is she gonna bite her on the neck? No, she's just gonna
She's not the
go back to acting weird.
Yeah, there they go.
And then she's out the door.
She like did that thing in Japanese
Like,
horror
wait,
movies.
you leave me after a horrible fire. You leave me to go gangbang a band.
and
Then you
come
show
in
up
my
and
house.
eat my mom's chicken,
That was Sunday's chicken.
vomit motor oil all over my kitchen floor, and then you just bounce? You lucky we still friends.
Pull some weird sexual thing on me and take off.
All right, now it's Monday morning. Everybody's back at school.
Everybody's chill, having their
They're
fetal
talking about the
frogs.
rumors. I heard Needy and
Poor
Jennifer
pigs.
were there. It's called post-traumatic stress disorder.
And we see
Well,
our
I mean,
hero.
if I did just see 7 or 8 people die horribly in a fire, I don't think I'm going to be at school come Monday. I'm gonna need a couple of days to
I went-
process and something.
I didn't even go to school the day after I went. I went and saw U2, and I got home at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, no, I'm not going to school.
I like that you equate a U2 concert to people dying horribly in a
In
fire.
a fire?
Yeah.
Well, I like to keep things light on this channel. You know.
Okay, so now
Jennifer's just like
shows
all
up,
happy as could be.
and she's all like glowing and radiant. She had that luminous airbrush.
Yeah.
She got that in the mail finally. She's all
She was waiting
airbrushed,
on
looking
that.
fine.
That's something I've always found funny about like teenage, and I'm not saying that teenage girls can't do makeup. I think they do a lot of the videos on YouTube anyways, but this is obviously professionally done makeup by a makeup artist, kind of small details
She
like
looks
that.
flawless.
Yeah, definitely.
Which, I ain't mad at you. If I had, the ability and, the tools to look that flawless, sure, I'd do it. But once again, she's more high maintenance. Okay, now we're flashing
Here
back.
she is,
She's like,
like,
dude,
cleaning
I was
up."
scrubbing the floor all fucking night. Here
You're all
I am.
coming in acting all crazy.
You know how much that stuff stunk? I went through 6 sponges. I
That's
had
just-
to throw my mop away. Forget that.
Just stuff like that. Those.
So she's basically blowing this off. Oh, please, bitch. You cleaned it
Yeah.
up. You act like you saved the world.
Oh, and I would like to also say J.K. Simmons' wig. Look at that.
I like this guy. He's in the farmers commercials.
Look
We know
at
a thing or two because we've seen a thing or
Just-
two.
Look at that hairpiece. What were they What? There's no importance for this character to have hair.
Maybe he was... Okay, 8 people died. 8 students. Including the foreign exchange student from India.
But why were they?
And their beloved Spanish teacher. Jesus, how many...
What was going on?
This must have been like a restaurant, bar, and grill.
Yeah.
Um,
Their Spanish teacher was just an emo fan apparently. She was that new hip young teacher,
yeah, Senorita Erickson.
Right. Just graduated from college. All the guys are just like, yeah, man, I'm gonna ask her out to prom. Just watch me. Now she's dead.
And
He's really
we
broke
got
up about that.
The big... Holy shit, he's got a hook for a hand.
I know. There's so many things with this character.
If I had a hook for a hand, I would scare children with it. I would pick my nose with it, and I just hope to God I wouldn't get up in the middle of the night and forget which hand to wipe with, because of phantom limb. I think, ooh, I got a right hand, and I end up tearing my butt.
Even if that was just for a comedic value, I hate them throwing in an amputee in a movie with no explanation there. Like, what happened? I get it was just, hey, here's a joke.
He lost it in a car accident.
What happened to this guy's hand? Why does he have a bad wig? What happened to his hand?
You're the only guy who's concerned about this hand. Everybody else is like, what's Jennifer gonna do?
Oh, well, here we're going to have a Jennifer shot here soon. It's coming up.
All right, so Needy is expressing her disbelief of Jennifer's disrespect to Chip.
That brings up the prickly pins in there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There was a lot of
Chip
flags.
is trying to justify this to her, maybe she inhaled some smoke, and it's like, inhaling smoke does not make you vomit motor oil like that.
As much as I like Chip, his only job in this movie is be devil's advocate. And damsel in distress later in the
I
film.
was gonna say victim, but
Yeah. They do a role reversal with Chip. The typical damsel in
here
distress.
he is. I love this character.
Oh, it's Billy Joel Armstrong.
Shut up! It's Colin.
He's so deep.
Okay, another throwback. Him and Amanda Seyfried were in Veronica Mars Together, and he also went on to do the new Nightmare on Elm Street with Jackie Hale Early, or Hale.
Oh, the remake?
Yes, I said
Yeah.
his name wrong. Jackie Hale, whatever, the new one. He plays the same character in that. He's got the emo, the piercings. He's got his guy liner. He's got his black, wannabe Jenko pants, and he is the same exact character. I swear to God, he left from that set to go to that set and didn't change a thing.
Again, this shot this shot. Like, I love it. I love it a lot. I love the way this film was shot. But it's like, you just used this really cool shot for this guy. Okay, that's cool, whatever. But I just like... Like, wait, weren't you, like, over there?
Okay, so this football guy, I can't think of what his name is offhand.
Yeah, Craig.
Craig died.
Oh, Craig died.
See, he was my best friend.
That's why he's
So
poor.
Craig's best friend is, like, really torn up here, which I think we would all be if we lost our best friend in a horrible fire. So now she's trying to use her powers of persuasion to get him into the woods.
Which isn't hard.
Looking like her? No.
You have Megan Fox and, average football jock high school guy here. I mean, this isn't a challenge.
Uh-oh.
It's done.
Hand on the boob. His blood is rushing.
He's already climbed.
Jonas. Feel my heart, Jonas. Oh my God. So now he thinks he's going to find comfort with someone who feels like, who feels the same way too. Like, we both lost Craig. Let's find comfort in each other's arms.
Craig!
Here deep in the woods.
You ain't got no job.
You ain't got to lie.
Craig! How do you lose your job on your day off? Alright, back to this one.
Okay, so now they're like making out all hot in the woods. She's taking some clothes off of him.
I would say this woods is the second worst place to have sex. First being the beach, but second would definitely be this woods. There's nothing there. This is just floor. They gotta sweep those floors. Look at those floors.
Now all these animals are starting to show up. Jonas is noticing. It's like, this is some Omen type stuff.
This is some Snow White shit going on right here. She's gonna start singing a song. This is a Disney movie.
He's got a mosquito on his neck.
Oh, I never noticed that before. Yeah.
Oh my God, I want to smack it.
Do you think they did these animals? Do you think these are real animals?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard to get some animals from a zoo not from a zoo, but like, there's organizations that have trained animals, and here goes the
promised
boobs.
land.
I totally got distracted. Okay, so you don't get to see any boobs. You get to see like some inner side boobs.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of classy that, she hasn't shown off the goods.
Yeah. It doesn't really, it's not necessarily a necessity.
Ooh, her hands are somewhere that's making his eyes close.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you ask if you miss your best friend while getting jerked off?
Oh, because she's setting up a one-liner. Really she wants to set up a joke here. And this is when we get to see the Megan Fox for real, right on our first first glimpse of.
So she's got some choppers on her. Look at those snappas.
Those pearly whites. That hairpiece. I just still.
He went to the hair club for men.
I can't. This is like, I hate it when this happens in a movie. I find this thing that I can't take my eyes off of, and that is it. And a ferret. Who wants a ferret as a pet? I've never been able to do that. I know
quite a few people over the years who have had a ferret as a pet.
Yeah.
And their place, no disrespect, but it always stunk.
They stink. They're a smelly animal.
Okay, so she's got her fried bologna sandwich and butter.
I don't get the butter, but I like the fried bologna. I like where that was going. I do like the fried bologna. It was pretty thin bologna, though. I like a thicker bologna.
The Devil's Lake. He calls it Devil's Lake again. It's Devil's Kettle.
See, I've got the hair piece. You've got the Devil's Kettle thing going on. Uh-oh.
Okay, so the teacher's checking out somebody screaming in the woods.
Yeah, something
First
happened.
he thought it was therapeutic, and then it teetered on, oh my God.
Oh!
Ah!
Gasp! Oh, wow.
There's a deer eating Jonas.
This boy was killed by a rabid deer. And she just dropped her sandwich. I don't know which one's more tragic.
I know I get but I always end up dropping my sandwich right when it kind of gets to the best bite. And it's like, I end up dropping it, and it's like, God dang it, that had just the right amount of, like, condiment, bacon, lunch meat, cheese.
Oh. Go ahead and drop it. Or it's that last bite, and you were like, I really wanted to enjoy that last bite of sandwich.
But, that's Murphy's Law.
It happens.
And they got their bread just sitting out on the table like that. Like, you know how quick bread dries out?
Right? That's like what movie logic here, you know?
I mean, I guess.
Well, and why do... Okay, this is going to be a question here. Why do, when the awkward, mousy kid, especially the female kid, you know, in movies,
Okay.
why do their parents either always single and they always have a drinking problem,
Or they work
something?
third shift, double shifts.
So they're always these haggard-looking people. They never get to have a mom. They can still be single, but like a doctor.
Because do you really think that Jennifer would be fucking puking up motor oil in her kitchen and that everything would be okay if her mom was home? She'd probably wake up going, what the hell is going on? Oh my God! And she'd call 911. Jennifer would flee. There'd be cops, tons of questions. I mean, yeah.
Every time I see him in a movie, all I can think of is MLOM. That's how I spell fill in the blank here.
Okay, here comes that shot you love
I
so
love
much.
this shot. This is again
She's all swimming in the lake water. And
This
it's
is
all still.
so still and everything. Like she's not even swimming. It's crazy how well this is done. Really enjoy this.
And I like how they still, once again, keep it
Keep
classy.
it classy.
Like it implies she is naked.
Yeah, earn your R rating with language
I mean,
and violence.
even though she wasn't a high school girl, I'm glad that they're not.
That bothers me too. That does. Like when you're watching a movie and you know the actress, of course, is of age, obviously, but there's like a nude scene and all, and you're like, this is supposed to be a 15-year-old girl.
I don't want to see a 15-year-old
Why am I watching
like
this right
that.
now? I'm not saying to say it doesn't happen. I'm just saying I should not be party to this. I should not be watching this right now.
Right. She's
just-
feeling scrumptious.
Oh yeah, because she's fed, so she's all whoop-a-doo. She's Supergirl
I mean,
right now.
She does look good. She's got, 20-something-year-old perky boobs, bouncy butt,
This was a good time for
glowing
Megan Fox.
skin.
But was it really a bad time for Megan? Well, yeah, the whole Transformers thing was.
Well,
she kinda-
she says she's come full circle with that, and
Yeah.
she doesn't mind talking about it. But didn't she call Michael Bay a Nazi?
She called him out. Yeah, she did, and then later worked with him on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I mean, I guess they worked their stuff out apparently.
I mean, that's good when you can hash shit out and get it resolved.
Yeah, but he did want her for April O'Neil. I gotta say, I didn't dislike her as April O'Neil. I would like to see her in April O'Neil in a better Turtles movie. I don't have any issues with that. It was not Megan Fox that bothered me with that. It was the Turtles. They were kind of creepy.
She's back on her flip phone calling Chip.
Chip is like the perfect, early 2000s emo-ish
He's got
boyfriend.
his early Justin Bieber haircut where the
Oh,
hair
yeah.
goes like, whoosh, like a little whoosh on the side of his face. Wisps.
The whiz. Oh, and here's that shot.
That's a cool party trick. I would
Yeah.
love to be able to do that. If you did that, nobody would ever mess with you. Be like,
No.
somebody's up on you, like, come on, dude, we're gonna fight, and you just, with your tongue and a lighter, light it
Yeah.
on fire. It's like, okay, that's cool.
And she's just doing that. And there's not even anybody there watching her. She's just like, you know
It's
what
gratuitous.
I'm going to just burn my tongue right now. Yeah, that's just... They just did that because they could. Here's old Chip again.
Yeah, sirens are wailing and Needy's meeting up. Why are the cops at your house? Oh, they're investigating the Jonas murder.
Yeah. Yeah, that murder.
Did
Everybody's
he
talking
try to
about
sell fake peyote to 8th graders again? What kind of
Who is
guy
this
is
guy?
this? Dude, I wouldn't sell. I mean, peyote's pretty strong, and you're gonna sell that to a 13-year-old?
Well, and also, that's an odd one. All right, I'm just going to say that's
Peyote isn't one of those things. You gotta know
Teenagers
people who know
don't do
people.
that. Yeah.
Like Jim Morrison does peyote, not a 13-year-old. But
Was that a thing? This is Texas, though.
yeah,
I mean, is that a thing in Texas? Do kids get peyote down in Texas?
Dude, you can get peyote here.
Well, I don't doubt that, but I mean, a common high school kid probably isn't going out getting peyote. And I mean, I'm
I'm sure
knows?
if they knew somebody who knew somebody, because I mean, there are hardened fucking 14-year-old criminals all the time in this world. So I think if a 14-year-old can kill their whole family, I think a 14-year-old could get peyote.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
That's not like a drug dealer's. Okay, this is interesting. I do want to add
I
this
love
in.
how it's like dark and blue, and everybody's sad, and here she is in her little pink hoodie, all cheery and happy, and
This was actually the first thing they shot. This one shot is what they took to the studio execs to say, hey, this is where our movie's going. It was just Megan Fox walking down the hallway because they knew that was going to get them the funding they wanted. Period.
And here we go with Low Shoulder again.
Oh, yeah.
They do kind of play the song a couple times. It's not like That Thing You Do. You don't hear the song like 50 freaking times through the whole thing.
That song's now in my head.
You do hear it. You're welcome. You can thank Tom Hanks for that.
The Oneaters.
The Wonders.
The Oneaters.
So Jonas is now dead.
Yeah.
We have all these people dead from the fire. Jonas is brutally murdered by a deer in the woods.
Stupid deer.
Everybody, morale is at an all-time low.
This school is just not, they're not having it.
They are just a dick kick city,
They're trying to get by right now. They lost their star quarterback. No, he wasn't a quarterback. He was probably a defensive lineman.
I don't know. He had a letter, so he was obviously somewhat of a good football player.
Well, you can still let her be a defensive lineman. He was just built like that, It wasn't like a more lean.
Hey, wasn't that little Asian girl right there? Wasn't she in Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
thought she was.
So.
Okay. Yeah, she's a little cutie patootie. Okay, so the members of Low Shoulder have decided to extend a helping hand to the Devil's Kettle community. And of course the girls are going to freak out. Through the Trees is the name of the song that they play repeatedly. It's going to be their sign of unity and healing.
And you notice that Megan Fox hasn't fed.
Right. She's starting to look a little haggard.
Yeah.
She's got the dark circles. She's got some pimples. Her hair is greasy as hell.
Yeah, she is not looking good. She is.
I want her Low Shoulder shirt.
Knives. That was her character's name. Knives. Now I'm going to look that up.
Okay, so, yeah, I like her Low Shoulder shirt. It's true. It's on Wikipedia. I mean, that's partially true.
It is partially true.
That information can be edited. However, if there's a reference behind it, you can just click on the reference number and go to the original article. So that's what I do. So people are getting sick of the song. Well, Needy and Jennifer.
Okay, there she is. Ellen Wong.
Ellen Wong is a cutie patootie. And yeah, she was in Scott Pilgrim.
Let's see here. Jennifer's body.
Are you looking for her name in this movie?
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't think it was her. It's not her.
It's not her?
No.
Oh, well, she's still cute and
She's still awesome. Yeah, Jennifer.
No, she was in Juno. Was she in Juno?
Well, probably. It was the...
I mean, it is a Diablo Cody movie.
Yeah.
Both of them are.
All right.
Juno. Your caseworker. Okay, so now we got Emo Colin coming back in here. I'll admit, I think I have a secret crush for Emo Boys because he's kind of cute.
It's all the chains and buckles and...
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but... and this guy, I looked his name up and then I totally forgot what his name is again because, I mean, I've watched him in this. I've watched him in the Nightmare on Elm Street. I liked him he was in all 3 seasons of Veronica Mars. As a matter of fact, he was... Never mind, I don't want to give it away. But he was the bad guy in one of the seasons. He blew up the bus.
Blew up the bus. This is just so, I was like, he's like, just by the book there, hey, want to come see the Rocky Horror Picture Show with me? It's, so independent and cool. We got shout at the movie. No one's ever done that before.
Okay, so he's trying to reach out, thinking, hey, you know what? The worst she can say is no. And she kind of did.
Yeah.
She does bring up a point that he does wear nail polish, but I don't know. If that's the worst a guy is doing, putting on nail polish, shit, I'll take it at this point.
At least he's not an American idiot.
Right.
He's not. Doesn't want to be either. Let's get from this point on when this character's on the screen, I'm just going to start quoting Green Day songs.
I like that it's look, it's Billy Joe Armstrong.
Hey kids, it's Billy Joe. Dink-a-dink-a-dink.
I hope Billy Joe Armstrong never sees this.
I hope he does. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think
saw
he would
him
laugh.
in 2005. Okay, that was like probably one of the worst aging experiences of my life. Because it's 2005. We're at the music hall down the way. And, I mean, this was a serious concert. They patted us down, like, even, like, close to our privates. And it's like, seriously? This is a Green Day concert. We're getting patted down? Then we get in there, and everybody is, like, 13, 14, and 15. And then everybody's parents. We went to light up. I swear to God, you know in the movies when, like, somebody walks into a bar and the record scratches and everybody's like,
Blue, yeah.
Yeah.
Ba-da-dum-bum, ba-da-dum.
Nobody stops to look there. They just grab you and start dancing.
That's right, that's right.
However, I felt like, minus the music stopping, like everybody turned around and looked like, what are you doing? And it's like, dude, it's a Green Day concert. What do you think Green Day means? Get out of here, you amateurs.
It's amateur in here.
You don't need to be here. If you don't know what Green Day's about, then get the fuck out. Maybe I got a little too heated on that. I'm sorry.
Well,
But it made me feel so old. It's like, seriously, I was only... How old was I in 2005? I wasn't 30, so I was like 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 28. And never before had I felt so old. It's like, ugh. However, though, the band itself did put on a hell of a show. They did. Green Day gives you a show. However, the audience is a different fucking story.
I've seen Green Day twice.
Okay.
I saw them, I didn't see them at that, was that the American Idiot tour that you were talking
Yes.
about? Yeah. I didn't get to see that one. I saw the tour they went on after that one. But my first experience with Green Day was in, we went, buddies of mine,
Ooh,
high school.
We got a bra.
Because it was their first album, not Kerplunk. It was like 93.
That was
Jay and some of
pre-Dookie,
us-
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jay and some of us, we drove to Columbia, saw them at the Blue Note. It's a little just bar. So that's always cool.
Okay, so the emo guy is driving around singing about rainbows and sunshine. That's not very emo.
I think
that's
that's
like
the
that
joke.
guy on Dead Man on Campus, the guy who's all spum and he's all like goth and shit, and then they catch him singing show tunes in the
Singing show
bathroom.
tunes.
It's like, you're a poser. So Jennifer is texting him, hey, I will take you up on the offer you made me today.
That's some early texting. You shouldn't be doing that, period. Today
Right?
or
That
then.
was when you had to push
Yeah.
like the button 3 times just to get a C. A, B, C, D, E, F.
You had to really want to text somebody.
Oh,
you
and
know?
don't ever think of it. Like, getting in a fight back then took forever. Because it's like,
Just pounding out these stupid notes.
and don't mess up.
No, because then you have to go back and do the whole thing again. And
Yeah,
by
you
that
couldn't
point,
skip back to a word. You had to, like, delete it all.
you might just be calmed down by that point. But I guess that was the
Dude,
point.
where is this street? Is this, like,
There is
Detroit?
nobody home.
This looks like Detroit. It's just a row of houses with...
Texas, I thought.
I'm
But this
not
looks
saying,
like the projects at this point, doesn't it?
Well, it's just all these abandoned houses. I mean, this is cool for me, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. They're in this abandoned row of houses.
I like he also, here in a moment, states the obvious. He's like, I'm guessing this isn't your house. Really? What gave it away? The fact that there's nobody living in any of these houses?
There's no, like, we have candles going for light here. Okay, so he's, like, trying to find his way in for the secret rendezvous with Jennifer.
I've had a bad experience with something similar to this right here. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about this. This movie came out in 2009. This is just an abandoned real estate thing.
Right.
I mean, this was during the height of the, you know,
the housing
market crash. Yeah, so that's why there's all these houses out there, because
Okay, that makes sense.
Their
Thanks
company
for
went
injecting that real-time
some little,
realism.
yeah, just...
It's like 2008 housing market crash. We're just going to leave this row of abandoned houses here.
I am willing to bet, I mean, I don't know this, but I wonder if that's exactly what that was. Like, they're like, screw it, no one owns
I mean,
this.
it seems to fit the timeline of life. Why wouldn't Diablo Cody
Yeah.
put some realism into this? Okay, so he hears music. He's going up the
It's
stairs.
a bird.
There's a scary bird that dive bombed his head.
Got a jump scare. We go
Okay.
back to sexing it up.
Yeah, so now we have premarital sex, but he's a safe. Chip is smart.
I'm telling
Not
you,
only is
Chip
he
is a
hitting the
good.
fucking Bowflex, but he
Yeah.
wears a condom called this
He's a-
slippery swirl.
He's a gentleman. He was thinking of her needs.
You know what though? That is a sign that Chip was raised right.
That's
he
right.
has respect
That's
for
right.
his mate,
He has respect for the ladies. Good going, Chip.
right?
If you're watching this, Chip, I wish I knew your actor's name. Sorry.
Hold on, I'll look that up.
Okay, let's look that up. Let's really honor
Let's
Chip
find out
here.
what Chip's name is.
Yeah, we're gonna
for
find
real.
out he's gone on to do something we know, and we're like, oh crap! I didn't even realize.
Okay,
that was
so
him.
Chip is Johnny Simmons.
Johnny Simmons. Okay,
Johnny Simmons.
what is Johnny Simmons known for?
Oh my God, he's so young. What is he known for?
Yeah, what else
He's
we got?
also in Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, okay.
And he's in The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Girl Boss, The Late Bloomer.
Oh, that was a
I don't know any of
Netflix
these movies. I was
show,
just
yeah. That
being
was
nice and listing off his other movies.
Girl Boss. That was that night. Yeah, I didn't get a chance. Well, you can still
Okay.
watch it. But.
Now we're up here. Forget about Chip. He's a good guy. We get it.
And this is another thing that always
Ooh,
cracks
she wants
me
to
up.
play mommy and daddy.
Oh yeah.
That
That
has always bothered me.
I know.
Like
I
the whole
know.
mommy and daddy and mom and mother and
Mother.
calling your wife mother. Calling your mother is fine
You know,
because
I-
she's your mother.
And what's funny, I'm not even going to say what people probably think I'm referencing because I'm keeping it light. I'm actually referencing my own grandfather. My father's father would call my grandmother mother, and it always, even when I was a kid, that bugged the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Okay, so
I want to point out there was
emo
this,
boy Colin thinks he's getting some action here. They're kind of making out.
I would like to point out that the only guy that gets some
Ooh,
action
she said
in this
put
is
it in. She's
it's Chip.
excited.
This is a funny scene right here. The Chip's line here.
Oh, after she gets done freaking out, I thought I was hurting you. It's like, oh, that's so sweet.
We had this. We find out that there's a psychic link between the two young ladies here, and Chip has a great moment. But I would like to point out this fashion that was going on during this time period, and the emo thing was like the short sleeve, untucked shirt with the black tie. It was like everybody wanted to look like punk rock Mormons. There was a
As if there was a such thing. That's a pretty cool band name, Punk
Rock Mormons. Whoa, that's like the Ned Flanders. Is that what they're called, or they're called like the I forget who they're called.
The Oakley Doakleys?
The Oakley Doakleys, that's it.
Is
They're
that it?
I don't know. Maybe they
I
are
don't
the
know,
Ned
but they're pretty
Flanders.
hardcore. Like, they are...
Yeah, that's some hardcore.
Uh-oh. I wonder if he's having premature ejaculation.
He's a teenage boy, it happens, but he rebound. They rebound quick.
Okay, so now he's like, this is the moment he knew he fucked up.
Yeah. Right.
He's
this is in your
scared.
house.
He
The
knows he's gonna
eyes.
be fucking eaten.
I don't know if he knows he's going to be eaten, but he's definitely going to have something happen, because he's still like,
Ooh, that's so emo. Okay, now she's gonna start...
in fact, snaps his arm.
Oh.
And we're going back
I
to
could
Chip.
go into some more commentary here. So, Needy is having some kind of visuals
hallucination
of
here.
blood
yeah.
and destruction coming from her ceiling.
Meanwhile, Chip's just going to town.
Yeah, Chip is all just like, yep, there's the dead football player, Jennifer the Gargoyle. He's all like, this condom just kicked in.
Who's the man? Chip's the man.
That Bowflex is paying off.
I know this is all cool and artsy, but nothing annoys me more than a takeaway for a kill scene.
I mean, if you're kind of short on cash or whatever, it's understandable. She
Right.
looks super thin in that shadow. Like, abnormally thin there.
I think, they probably did that on purpose. They kind of
yeah, there
probably...
goes Chad. I mean, Chip. Chad.
Chad. He's the
Let's
dangling
hope she
Chad.
didn't say Chad in the middle of it.
This is great.
She's all, what? Am I hurting you? That's so nice. He's respectful
I
of
know,
his
but
partner.
in this way, am I too big? It's like, there's a bit of like...
He's hoping she says, yes, it's just too much. But no, his ego is crushed with his normal-sized wiener.
Well, they never say, so maybe.
Well, I mean, she says put it in, and she's all excited for it, so obviously there's something to be excited about. Alright, so now she's
filled with sadness.
She's drinking him like a fucking punch bowl.
It's really kind of like is there? How is that happening? Honestly, when you think about it.
I mean,
You know?
maybe the stomach
Is it
lining.
just like is it
the
like
stomach
pulling
lining
up?
is holding all the blood in, and she's just scooping it out of that.
Get a ladle, you know. Just really.
It's an
get-
abandoned
get in
house. She
there.
ain't got no ladle.
Get in there.
She's got like a tool belt of with like utensils on it. She's got some knives, the rock and chop, you know, from those fancy knives.
Exactly.
She's got one of those, and Ginsu.
Ginsu, because it goes through a tomato.
Well, it'll also go through a tin can.
It will.
Without damaging the blade.
Yeah.
They even make those anymore?
I don't know.
I haven't seen Ginsu since I was a kid.
That's okay. I don't have a very young age group on my channel, so.
Alright, so.
Yeah, they know exactly what you're talking about. You say Ginsu.
It's some of the best knives in the world, they say.
I had some Ginsu knives at one point. Oh, we have another
Okay.
Jennifer bloody as hell, let's not worry about it moments.
She's skidding and skidding. What happened to, like, okay, cool. She got herself together and pumped the brakes without wrecking.
Now, did Jennifer know that she was going to be driving around? Oh, that's right. She's going to try to find her because that whole psychic link thing. I forgot about that. And then, boink, I'm here.
I just busted your windshield. That's
And
like $400. I'd be mad about that shit.
That was some like evolution.
Hold
kind
on,
of
that's
stuff
like
there.
a Kia Rio she's driving there, so it's probably like a $300 windshield.
If that was a Kia Rio and she jumped on the hood, it would have crushed it. Like, I call bullshit on that.
I don't know, Kia is like the Ford of Korea, so, I mean, just because it's not super hot here doesn't mean that it's not a good quality product.
They feel like tin cans when you drive them. They just feel like you're driving
I mean,
down the road in like a Budweiser can.
so she's
my
losing
opinion.
her shit on her couch here. She's just crying because her windshield's broke, her boyfriend's not too big, and she's got a psychic link with this killer.
I think the worst of her problems is the psychic link with the killer.
She's got a lot of shit on her plate, you know? Her mom's probably still pissed about that Boston Market chicken.
Well, and and her life was going so well there. Her best friend was one of the popular kids in school, and she kind of got to like ride the wave of that a little bit. I mean, not that she seems like it cares, but people didn't probably pick on her or something like that. That's the payoff of having the popular friend. You don't get bullied much.
Or you get the whispers behind your back about, God, she's just riding Jennifer's coattails. She's such a dweeb.
Yeah, but
she hears that shit like she heard the
Yeah.
band talking about Jennifer being a virgin.
Pre all of this, like murderous intent and everything, she was a good friend. She was a good friend. She just,
Okay, so now look at the Evil Dead poster in the back.
Oh, there we go. Reference.
Okay, so she's in her bed in these cute panties.
She looks like a Hot Topic ad for underwear. Like, you go in there and be like,
I
"Buy
got
our
my
Wonder
panties
Woman."
at Hot Topic.
It is 2009, so.
I mean, Hot Topic is all the
Is it
rage.
still all the rage? The kids
I mean,
still love the Hot Topic.
Hot Topic is still in business. They constantly got sales going on.
I used to hang out with some like retired punk rockers.
Ooh, they're making out.
Oh, this is that
I
girl
think
kiss
chicks
scene.
making out is kind of cool. I'm glad they don't have like the spit dribble.
Yeah,
That's
what is
really
that
gross.
a thing? I hate that. Unless it's
I
just
don't
for
give
like
a shit
comedic.
who it's between. It could be between two girls, guy and a girl, guy. If there's dribble, I'm grossed out.
I'm done. It's like, whoa, hang on there.
Okay, so she's pissed at her, but now they're like
They're
making
good.
out.
And did her hair straighten?
No, she was
seems
playing
like
with her hair and scooted it.
Oh, okay.
Now she's really.
Ooh, she's into it.
They're really making out. I mean, I say that like we've never watched this before.
I know. It's like the first time.
I mean,
I
don't know why this movie didn't do well. They got, two hot chicks making out.
Exactly.
We have Chip hitting the Bowflex.
We got a
We got Low Shoulder doing Through the Trees numerous times.
cameo from Billy Joe Armstrong. I'm just gonna keep that going. Is that a Nightmare Before Christmas back there too? Is that Jack
a little
Skellington?
Jack Skellington.
I think, yeah. Jeez, this was funded by Hot Topic. It's definitely.
Okay, so she's talking about how she has the cops in her back pocket. A high school girl has the cops in her back pocket.
She got out of a ticket once, you know, and so she's like, I got the cops in my back pocket.
I mean,
Get
it's
waterworks.
Devil's Kettle, or Devil's Lake, depends on who you are. I can't imagine them having like a huge police force like LAPD. I'm imagining like 5 cops at best.
No, here we go. So now they're explaining the whole thing. So
Okay,
here's
yeah.
what happened to Jennifer. What happened to Jennifer at the lake?
She's in this full-size van with LED lights.
So a little bit of something. I don't know if this was something they were trying to put into the movie or not, but I do want to point this out. I was watching some other stuff to get some, doing research and everything, and something I thought was interesting when I was doing all that I found was
all of them witches. Are you guys rapists?
if she would have just said she wasn't a virgin,
Do you think they would have let her go when they got out there then?
I think they might have just like scared her a little bit and let her go. Because they don't they don't want to murder somebody unless it's going to make them superstars, right? So murdering her, because at this point she doesn't know that they're trying to kill her or do anything. She's just nervous. So at this point, if she was all like, oh no, I've had lots of sex. I do the sex all the time. They would have probably just dropped her off.
I mean, she's already seen the skull with the hole in it, the books about witches and the occult.
But that could still all be explained. They could still be like, oh, I'm all into that. I'm Wiccan or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, nothing has happened until now. But in that whole that whole van ride there, as long as she would have just said, hey, I've gotten some.
Like, yeah, I've done everybody in town.
Yeah, I'm the slut. The virgin was, you left her. That was you guys really messed
Do
up.
you really think she was a virgin?
I don't know if either of them were. Because her and Chip have a pretty good relationship. I figured they would have probably, because that didn't seem like their first time. Maybe it was. Was it their first time?
I don't know. She was awfully excited for him to put it in, so...
Yeah.
Her words, not mine. Okay, so...
tying her up here.
Yeah, they got her tied to this tree stump. They're lighting the ritual torches. I don't know if we should go through this. One guy's getting fucking screwed.
What's really funny about all this, too, it's like, why don't you just write better songs?
Yeah. Or, they could really pimp their stuff on MySpace at the time.
Like the guy from Maroon 5.
MySpace was still a thing then.
Yeah. I think this was the early days of Facebook. I was just converting to Facebook at this time.
Okay, so he's talking him into it like, come on, do you want to be a barista forever?
Do you want to... Yeah, exactly.
Or do you want to be a rock star?
I want to be a rock star. So then the only way you could possibly be a rock star is to sacrifice this virgin to Satan. That's it.
I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures.
It's not that our image is terrible and our music is shallow, but do you want to be rich like the guy from Maroon 5? Well, here we go.
So,
this is what they did.
Maybe I kind of missed this, but so they do this. It doesn't go well because she's not even a backdoor virgin.
Yeah.
Does the band... they seem like they still get some success.
They do start playing. It does seem like maybe it works, but it's like cursed. Because, I mean...
Like every show they go to ends in a fire?
We know what's happening. We know what happens later on down the road, but again, I don't know if you're watching this for the first time or not.
Satan is their only hope. I think they kind of got it wrong because I believe with Satanists, when you want to do something to somebody, they have to have wronged you. I
would say rather than Satan, maybe these guys could have talked to Timberland, or somebody in the music business. Isn't that his name? Was that right?
Timbaland.
Timbaland? Is that it? Okay, see, I don't listen to popular music. I just
it's okay.
But I mean, that's the guy who makes stars, right?
He does some producing and stuff, but I would think that,
just be like, write better songs.
Why wouldn't they just want to talk to, like Panic at the Disco or Billy Joe Armstrong? That kind of seems more their...
Was it Panic? Yeah, wasn't it Panic at the Disco that was the band that became famous because they were mistaken for Fall Out Boy?
I don't know. I don't know enough about Panic at the Disco except for at one point they dropped the apostrophe after Panic. because they didn't want it to be panic
It's like
at the
really-
disco. At the disco isn't even a full sentence. It's an incomplete sentence.
You know, another observation with the emo music. Why did the band names have to have 3 words? Panic at the Disco. Okay, that's 4, but still, it's more than 3. Panic at the Disco. What do we got?
Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy. Right?
I like Fall Out Boy though.
I do not.
So they're killing her by singing Jenny Jenny 8675309.
That's the satanic chant.
Yeah, they just happen to know her name was Jennifer Jenny. Don't change your number.
Wouldn't that be a terrible way to die, though? The last thing you hear before you die is 86. Oh, okay, I gotta stop right there. I almost did it.
We can't say that phone number online.
No, we could probably say the phone number. I can't sing it though.
Oh, I was like.
I stopped myself. I was gonna get a ding there. I don't want a ding.
For singing it?
I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. I'll have to see what the legalities of how music copyright goes.
Well, if this crowd is the demographic that you say they are, they'll know Jenny's number.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
so he throws the sacrificial knife into the glacial pothole of Devil's Kettle.
I wonder if that was part of the ritual too. See, they don't really go into detail on how this ritual works.
I have to sneeze, so I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. So then she shows up. She's got some flakes coming off of her here.
She wants some Boston Market chicken, and she knows where to go.
She knows who's got the Boston Market because they're all out of business now.
Are they all out of business now?
I don't think there's
there's
a handful.
The whole many years that we've had one around here, I have never gone to a Boston Market.
I went there once.
It looks like it's just typical food. It's like, this looks like shit I can make at home. Not
You
that
know,
I'm making a rotisserie chicken at home.
It is, and the thing about it is, what really sucks for Boston Market, really, like, this is the first restaurant that was literally just taken out by the grocery store. Because it's like, you can go to the grocery store, get a rotisserie chicken, grab yourself some of those steamer vegetables, and boom, dinner in 5 minutes.
Okay, so apparently Ahmet, the Indian foreign exchange student, made it out. He's now roaming the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer asked, does your host family know you're alive? And she's gonna, apparently Ahmet is the first guy to power her.
Yeah, this poor guy.
Man, he just wanted to come here and get an American experience
see
and
what's
education.
going on. Yeah.
And here he gets fucking slaughtered in the woods before he gets any real experience.
And he probably thought, wow, crazy American girlfriend.
It's like, dude, I almost died in a fire. I'm about to get some tit from the hottest girl in school. And now he's just one of many of a list of dead guys.
Yep. Nice little X-Men reference there.
I do like how she can, hurt herself and heal automatically. That'd be pretty cool if that was like a real thing.
That's always been one of my favorite superpowers. Ever since I was a kid and then Wolverine popped up, I'm like, that has got to be the coolest superpower.
Is it I want to be a T-1000? Is that a superpower? I don't know.
It can be. Why not?
I mean, he can be anything. You want to blend in, be the floor.
Yeah, that could be a superpower. There's superpowers like that. There's superheroes that have that one. They can change. Mystique, she shifts. Changes her.
She could be the floor. Or
I don't know if she can do that. And if she can change her appearance to other people and all.
See, that's kind of cool, but there's sometimes when you're in a situation where people aren't supposed to be around.
Yeah. Like
in an abandoned building, maybe I want to blend in and be like this piece of trash on the floor or be part of the wall. Not I'm this mysterious person that's not me, that's still in this building that shouldn't be.
So here we go back to let's see at school.
She's gonna jump out the window.
Like this is all natural. No, nothing to be alarmed here about. No, she's
fine.
Just gone.
I don't feel like there's much daylight in Devil's Kettle.
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay, now it's day.
No.
But it's a funeral. I'm sure there are funerals that happened at night, but
whose funeral is this one? Is it Colin?
This is Colin.
This is Billy Joe.
So Jonas, Ahmet, but they think Ahmet died in the fire.
Right. They haven't found his body yet.
Well,
if there's a body.
They kind of mentioned it in the teacher with the bad rug. He mentioned Ahmet, the Indian student.
And there's his followers. It's just all of this is just so falling to the
Have you ever been
casket.
to a funeral where somebody like fell out over the casket, like sobbing or just complete emotional outburst?
No, I have not. And
I guess I haven't been to one of those either.
I've seen the ones like, you know, the hand on, you know, crying like, oh, and the hand on the body type thing, you know, which I mean I love my family that's passed away, but I'm not gonna touch them.
So
when
here's
that
the
body's
mom
there.
going the fuck off on these emo kids thinking, it's so cool to be in the realm of the dead, and she's going off about, there is no realm of the undead. His teeth look like lasagna, and he's fucking dead. So you can take your fucking guy liner and mascara, and off you go. You tell him, Mom.
Good, like, you know, little performances like this out of actors, it's always neat when you get to see a really good one. This isn't like some main name actor, but she's given a really good performance.
I mean, she doesn't look distraught enough. Like, she looks like she just got a good night's sleep. She hasn't been crying that much. If it was my kid...
You'd look like hell. Yeah. That's more of just like a makeup artist or a director kind of goof up. They could have made her look a lot like that, but acting wise.
So the spring formal is called Through the Trees, and it's going to be in April.
Do you think they'll see the forest though?
So probably
I
not.
don't
They're in
think so.
high school.
Yeah,
they don't have that hindsight.
Those kids, I swear.
So now things are kind of back at school, kind of getting back to normal. We've had enough people dead.
What high school is this? I mean, it's like the
Mom.
ghosts and satanic ritual books.
They're reference manuals. Those are in... I know I checked out a couple back in the day.
I must have missed those. Offering a Virgin to Satan, Chapter 1.
Okay, I don't know about that, but there was like the basics of witchcraft and stuff. Like I wrote about it at one point. That's why I had the book.
I went to a bit more conservative a high school than you did, though. That's
Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
We went pretty much to the same high school.
It was in different parts of the city.
We had the same demographics of high school. We went to rich white high schools.
Yeah, we weren't the rich white kids, though, but we went there.
It was very suburban and lots of nice new cars in the student parking lot. So
Yeah, that we got to walk past and go, someday.
here comes Chip.
There's Chip!
And his wispy hair.
I identify with Chip. I was Chip in high school.
Honestly, I think Chip is a
he's
good
all
kid.
excited for his reservations at the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah,
he's like all about it, man.
He's into working out. He's got a pretty normal girlfriend. He seems to kind of do okay in school. His clothes are pretty nice.
He's got a fine T-shirt collection. He does that like halfway button-down T-shirt look, the wifty hair. Chip's got a lot going for him. He was going places.
He made love to her for 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's a record for a 17-year-old.
I mean, hopefully he,
Jennifer's evil. I know.
I don't even know what I want to say. We're talking about this longevity of a high school boy. I don't feel like we should be having this discussion. Okay,
No,
so
it's
she's been
inappropriate.
through our library has an occult system.
See, okay, I'm glad someone else has said this. This is why this movie is well written.
I mean, I don't think you're going to find the Necronomicon in there or anything,
No,
but
no.
you're definitely going to find some basic reference manuals that kind of scratch the surface of witchcraft and vampirism and shit like that.
I will point out that someone in my high school, because I was talking about that, someone in my high school did leave a Wiccan Bible in this the library, and it caused chaos. We had to have a PTA meeting like that. There was that witch book was in the library.
It's like, dude, somebody just could have been doing a term paper.
Like I said, I told you. We were...
Okay, so she's trying to explain to Chip that she's like, dude, she's eating boys.
Yeah.
She is a demon. I keep saying vampirism, and she's actually a demon.
Succubus.
I guess I'm sorry. That's been my bad this whole time.
So is it succubus singular and succubi? Is that plural?
Succubuses.
Succubuses?
I
A
mean,
group of succubi or succubus? Is it I don't know.
he spent $12 on an orchid corsage, and now he's
He's a little upset about that.
he's out these reservations. He was wanting some cheesecake.
This guy, like I said, I could identify with Chip right here, man. I'm not saying that I was like Mr. High School or nothing, but like I would have been excited. Like, man, I called the Cheesecake Factory.
So they're breaking up because she wants him to not be around her. Like, dude, it's not safe. I don't know what the hell's going on, but you need to just kick rocks.
Kick rocks out of here, buddy. See ya, Chip. Good knowing you, Chip.
That's a nice little shot there.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Now you're noticing it. That little pull-away shot there's great.
I mean, I've been through... I like this movie a lot. I mean, it's not up there in my top 10, but if it's on, I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. Hey, if somebody came over and wanted to watch it, sure, we can watch Jennifer's Body. I'm here now.
Yep, here we are. See, oh my God, she is just like smoking this poor girl's hair. Here we go, Chip.
He's coming. The Bowflex line is coming.
He's working out, man. He's got his tidy whities on, or tidy
I'm in my
grays.
underpants, Mom.
It's like, dang,
Don't bother me
Mom.
while I'm cleaning my room.
Oh my God.
So she's giving him the pink panic pepper spray.
Just in case.
There's obviously a sicko. You gotta love this mom. She's like, here he is. I've been using the Bowflex.
I don't know the actress's name, but she did. She was on the show Dead Like Me, and she played the mom on this show Dead Like Me, and was just great. But I can't think of her name. I've seen her in a lot of indie stuff too. She's just one of those actresses,
So Chip's meeting her at the dance.
Chip's a drummer. Got that
See,
drum
he's
set
so
back
nice
there.
to his mom.
Hey, like I said, this is the character you're supposed to be sympathetic for.
Him
There's
and his
that
$12 orchid.
Look at her poor dress.
Dude, is this 1982?
It's like it. This is like if Carrie had a good mom, like if Carrie had a more positive upbringing.
Aw, little sister.
I know, this just makes you feel even worse.
So she's combing her hair, and she's got wads of hair coming out. So she
Oh,
realizes,
she needs time.
I need some blood.
Time to feed.
I need a man with some mascara. I'm starting to look...
Haggard here, yeah.
Ugh.
Putting some makeup on to make her, so she's just caking it on there so she doesn't look so... I wonder with this scene, though. Is she feeling sympathy right now? Is she, like, because she's...
Or
Is
just,
she driven to...
do I have to keep doing this?
Yeah, is she driven to kill people because she's becoming evil, or is it because she wants to stay pretty? She realizes that she has to keep feeding to stay pretty.
That's got to be, a tough call, because eventually either people are going to catch on to you, or you got to, like, leave town, start new.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to... She will definitely have to be... to reference more stuff, the tall man here. Just go wipe out town to town.
I mean, they make movies dedicated to the roaming villain all the time.
This could have been a franchise. Which, I'm glad it's a standalone, because that's very rare, but this could have been a franchise. It's awfully chilly out there. He's got his scarf.
His Harry Potter scarf.
It's freaking early 2000s. It's like not even around, like tightly around his neck to provide warmth. It's just kind of like there, hanging out.
Well, and she's got her 80s prom dress. So.
Yeah, like... Oh, here
Okay,
comes old
cut the
J.K.
band.
Simmons. He is the voice of the yellow M&M.
Cool.
Yeah. Little fun fact there.
So, obviously, something's going to happen to Chip. Because now we got, like, a blurry figure behind him. I'm sure we know it. There she is. It's Jennifer. She's all, you looking yummy, Chip.
And I again, just throwing in more symbolism here, is she's in a white dress. Maybe a symbol of purity and virginity, or do you think it was just to kind of show off, like, blood?
I think it was to show off blood.
Yeah. Because, like, I was just wondering if that might have to be with, like, why her friend's in the red dress or something, because she's food. She's got some big eyes.
She does have big, pretty eyes.
She does.
But she's super pretty.
A lot of pretty people
I
in
know
this
what's
movie.
wrong with her. So Chip is all... She's been really upset since Colin died, okay?
Yeah. Were they friends? Did they, like...
No.
It's like, okay, well, why is she so upset about it?
So she's trying to imply to Chip that maybe Needy killed Colin.
I see.
Maybe he didn't share his makeup tips or something with her and she just went psycho about it.
Lost it. Like, I want to know more about my eyeliner.
Okay, so she's saying that Colin and Needy were intimate.
Now, see, now he's like, no. He knows his girlfriend. She's not a cheater. That's not right. See, and that's the thing, too, is like her feminine wilds are not working on Chip, because Chip's in love with someone else. It's not going to work. She's trying to do all the, her normal moves that she would pull on the other guys, and he's like, I don't
Wait
know.
until she busts out the Bowflex line. Chip, I've been noticing. I care about you so much, Chip. I've noticed your Bowflex progress.
Well, I mean, he's just being flattered. I mean, it's okay to still be flattered. We're like, oh, well, thank you. That's not like flirting.
Ooh, guess what? Low Shoulders taking time out of their busy world tour to play a high school dance. God, this is just like Davy Jones and the Brady Bunch again.
I was also going to Offspring and Idle Hands. Like, what?
Here they come.
Low shoulder.
To the stage.
What does that mean?
That?
What is low shoulder? What does that...
When, they're doing road construction and the roads are uneven.
Oh.
There's a sign that actually says, low shoulder.
That's
so that way,
reference.
in case you, pull off,
They are douchebags.
you're going to be dipping into this.
This is the Nickelback of indie rock.
Whatever.
These guys are terrible.
No, they're not.
I mean, come on.
they do only have their one song, like the O-Neaters.
The O-Neaters here. Here comes the dude from Maroon 5. I mean, that's really who he was trying to be.
Obviously they got some success because he said he took time from their world tour.
Yeah.
So maybe it worked out well for them, but since Jennifer was the liar, the demon gets her.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're so salty. So Jennifer is making the moves on Chip.
Poor Chip. I would like to point out, though, that he and his girlfriend are officially broke up. It's not cool to be kissing on...
They're on a break.
Yeah, you shouldn't be kissing on your ex-girlfriend's best friend.
That's girl code. She broke girl code.
She did it. Yeah. But he really shouldn't either.
Okay, so Adam Brody is Nikolai, I'm sorry. He's now got this Italian silk shirt on. He's all looking good on his world tour.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, the brand new equipment. They've
He's
all got these nice haircuts.
Neck tattoo.
Oh, he had the neck tattoo.
Oh, I guess I just wasn't paying attention to his neck.
Neck tattoo, yeah. And then, oh my God, there's no place like home.
So the psychic link is happening again during the song that they play over and over. So
they were there to find Jennifer, right? Is that why they took time out of their busy schedule was to find?
No, they were. It's
just cause.
I'm guessing publicity.
Okay, all right.
Because it's they took time to go back to this town where a fire killed all these people the night of the show.
Oh, that's right. That's what it's kind of like
oh.
saving face or something. It's like, we're famous now, but we're going to show these kids a good time after killing 8 of them.
I don't know if he's lip syncing or really singing the song. We should probably maybe check the credits or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
we can do that.
He lip syncs pretty well.
It's pretty spot on.
Yeah, so I know he's totally horrible. He killed Jennifer for totally selfish purposes, but I just keep talking about, I love this, I love that.
I can fix him.
No.
I could change him.
It looks like we're in the room where they filmed Saw.
This is the bathtub.
Got the lights going.
Cabin Fever 2.
Dude, what is this place? Why?
It's
Why
like,
can't we have something like that around here?
God, what movie was it that had a pool similar to this, where it was all overgrown and filled in, and was it Great Expectations?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
where like the wedding was all left as it was, like the tables. And,
That's right.
yeah. Show me your brush stroke. So, okay, Needy's got this psychic thing, and she knows that Jennifer is all after Chip. She's running for her life.
She's gonna got like a Finding Nemo theme on there. It's like a kid's pool. Just an
That is
abandoned
not a
pool.
kid's pool. That's
Yeah.
like a 9-foot pool.
That's a good point. That's it's kind of an odd, choice in painting for an adult pool. Which I mean it's not really Nemo, but cartoony fish.
Wow.
That's
So
a
he's
sensual kiss.
kissing her again.
He's like,
He's
no,
no,
I can't. I can't. I'm sorry.
Something she's never heard.
I know. So that's why. See, good job.
Ah.
Oh no, here it is. Oh, Chip ended up being a nice guy.
No,
kill
I
him.
was just. I mean, the Chip part's sad, but it's like, ew, that nasty ass water.
She's a demon.
Ew, you don't like. There's all kinds of moss and grossness and slime and plankton and whatever in that.
Plankton.
Sure. I mean, it's
I got the amoebas on me, man. Oh,
the
the
$12
orchid!
the $12 orchid.
$12 orchid.
Okay, she knows some shit's up.
Should I point out that that's not an orchid?
Maybe the one she had was an orchid. Dude,
Okay.
she is flying in
She's
that dress.
really running.
She's
Where
like a
is
fucking
this place?
track star.
Just this abandoned castle pool up on the hill.
Usain Bolt over here. Okay, so
Whoa.
she climbs in through the window.
Falls around a little bit in there, like making a big old scene.
I didn't see any trees, so where are all these tree roots coming from?
That's a good
Okay,
point.
now she's all...
Poor Chip.
She sees Jennifer what she is.
She starts doing some.
Give me the power to crush this bitch. And
Dun,
oh
dun,
yeah,
dun, dun.
she jumps in that pool.
If this was a superhero movie, some like loud song would be playing right now.
Chip is
Yeah.
feeling kind of woozy. He probably should take a break from the Bowflex until he feels better.
Again, some great dialogue coming up here. We got Chip bleeding to death.
Alright, he's aware.
And here comes
She's got the Lady Pepper spray.
the pink lady.
So apparently pepper spray works doesn't
Doesn't
shit.
do anything. So she just vomits black
Now we're
stuff.
back to the fucking Pennzoil.
And this is the good part right here. He's like, she can fly. She's just hovering. It's not that impressive. I mean, this poor guy is bleeding from the neck, and you're gonna take time to make a little quip. Such a player. This is dialogue. I love it. Nice insult, Hannah Montana.
You were never a good friend. She was stealing toys, pouring lemonade in her bed. You pour lemonade in my bed, we're done. You know how expensive a mattress is?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's just, you can't get that stick out. That's gonna be sticky.
I mean, I guess it's better than pee, but still. So she's calling her out on her shit.
This is the big confronting. I was the snowflake queen.
2 years ago. I hate it when people still write stuff like that. Like, I did this, and it's like, yeah, like 5 years ago. What have you done since?
And
I'm
she
not
just starts-
saying you gotta be, like Janet Jackson and what have you done for me lately? But, yeah, you can't ride that coattail forever.
Chip.
Chip stabs her with a pool net pole. Okay.
And Chip is.
Chip isn't quite down for the count yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet. I mean, it was a good try, Chip. He didn't know that she could just heal.
Maybe.
It was a pretty good stab.
I mean, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
I think that hole's bigger than what a tampon would be. She's gonna need more than a tampon. However, those are pretty good for a bloody nose. You can cut it in half and shove one up each nostril.
Yeah, we used to do that when I was on a wrestling team. They'd break a tampon.
Life hack. Got a bloody nose, get a tampon.
Yeah. So she's taking off.
Oh, don't worry. The final confrontation is really coming to a head.
Because she has to get her,
That's how she, I mean, we have to explain how she ended up in jail.
Yeah.
Oh, Chip is all with his I should have believed you, but you know what? He died a nice guy. He died doing a chivalrous thing.
He was a hero.
He was.
He was a hero. He tried really hard. He never, you know what? He never really compromised his belief system or who
Yeah,
he
he
really
did.
was.
He totally was making out with his on a break girlfriend's best friend.
But he goes, hey, you know what? He's a teenage boy. So teenage
Okay.
boy, and then all of a sudden, can you a teenage boy
I will
turning
give-
down Megan Fox?
I will give you slack on the teenage boy.
There you go.
I figure, you know, they may not know when the next tit's gonna be, so they gotta get tit when they can.
They got to get what they can.
You know who I wish would have gotten some tit? Screech from Saved by the Bell. Like, that guy was everybody's punching bag, and it's like, all he wanted was a little bit of
He
tit.
just wanted to be a friend.
And
Yeah.
what did he get? He got to be the butt of the jokes instead of a
Nothing.
little tit.
Nothing.
But, I mean, that's before I knew, like, what a
Just
douchebag
an
he
ass
was.
he was in real
Now
life.
I didn't give a shit that he,
Dustin
you know...
Diamond or Mike? No, that's
Dustin
Dustin
Diamond.
Diamond. I almost said Mike. That's a Beastie Boy.
It's like, no, two different diamonds.
That's a very cool diamond and a crap ass diamond. it's a
Cubic zirconian.
Yeah, the cubic zirconian. Change your name, Dustin.
You're
Change
the
your
cubic
name.
zirconians of us.
You have relinquished the title Diamond.
All right.
We're having this
Man, you know that dress is just trashed at this point.
She's just trashed at this point. She's covered in that black vomit that we still don't really know what that stuff is. Is it like blood?
I think it's concentrated evil.
She's just covered in concentrated evil looking at her picture of her dead boyfriend. That's low. That's when you've hit rock bottom. When you're lying in black evil looking at the picture of your dead boyfriend, you got nowhere to go but up. See, it's turn
One
a
can
positive spin on that. She's gonna pull herself up by them bootstraps, and she's gonna go out there and she's gonna take on this demon. Anytime now. There we go.
Yep, here we go. We got the getting ready montage.
Dun dun dun.
She's got her
tied up the
boots.
boots.
She's got her sweatpants tucked in.
She's got those cool gloves with the fingers hanging out. Got her hoodie on. Just like she's gonna go rob somebody.
She's showing up to beat some ass.
Exactly. And we got...
Oh, now she's looking through the yearbook like it's a menu.
You know, we've never seen her parents.
Because once again, she has a mom that works third shift, double shift.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's true. Very uninvolved parents. Look at that TV. That's early flat screen for you right there. Fallout Boy. Right behind her. She was a big old Fallout Boy fan. This really is just a slice of time film right here. I love it. That's what's so great about like the 80s horror films, because they're just the same way. Just stuck
Like a
in
little
that
time capsule.
It is. It's kind of fun to go back and watch that. That's why I enjoy when I get to like watch an old movie from the 90s. I'm like, oh, high school. Dun dun dun! Hoa!
Alright, so now we got like the last physical confrontation. Needy has had a chance to power up, getting her shit together.
She
Now
trained.
she's gonna show up and
She's gonna
and
kill this supernatural demon.
choke her
thing.
out. Alright, so she gets bit. Ooh, damn, there's blood. So obviously there was contact between what is ever inside Jennifer to Needy's blood.
Mm-hmm.
That'll come important later. Dude, I've cut myself with a box knife. That is no joke.
Oh, I did that today. As a matter of fact, right there in my household, when you cut your hand, you get a Black Widow Band-Aid. But Scarlett Johansson on my hand right there. Sweet ass flying skills here.
So there's like floating fighting now. We've got hair going everywhere.
As it normally does, just all over the place.
So we've got a box knife.
Give me that necklace. You're not my friend. You have no power over me. All right.
Nice little shot of
That is cool, wasn't it?
Like, how many times did they have to drop the necklace?
God, I wonder. Because that was not like a CGI effect. That was a.
I
that
mean,
was a
it may have
falling
well
necklace.
been, but it was still pretty cool. I like the slow-mo. That's all cool.
Mm-hmm. Kaboom. And then here she comes, just straight up ninja skilling it.
You know,
So,
I'm not
bam!
gonna say that it won't go through, but those blades are meant to like break off. So I believe once it might have hit the breastplate, I feel like that knife would have buckled.
It probably could have, yeah.
But apparently, she has to stab her in the heart.
My tit. No, your heart.
Obviously, somebody's home
Yeah.
because she ends up in the hospital. So, I mean, somebody had to call the police. Somebody found the body. Maybe she just got done working that double.
Yeah, that's right.
Here
She
we
just
go.
got home. Oh, here we finally get to see the mom.
Her mom doesn't look like she's doing a double. Ooh, damn, the blade was still in her fucking chest.
You know,
Okay, so the mom walks in, all hell ensues, she's crying.
and her friend's just lying there like, so I just stabbed your daughter. Hope you don't mind. This is, again, you know, in horror movies, they always, like, a typical horror movie would have just ended right here. And you never really would have known, like, what happened to her. But we get this little, oh, hey, remember when you saw her in this prison? And so she's taken on the powers of...
Well, you don't know that quite yet. She's just in the can in solitary confinement. Rubbing her shoulder. Ooh, she's aching a little bit, but nothing indicates that.
There's the bite. You just might absorb some demon power.
I personally like how Diablo told the story. It kind of starts off with her in jail. It gives you some backstory.
Gives you some hints about what you're about to witness.
And
More of those
then it
trigger
gets
points.
back to, it circles back around.
Texas has a lot of vines.
Apparently.
Yeah. But yeah, it circles back around. Oh, she's
Ooh.
out. She's out of there.
She's like, fuck this prison, I'm out of here. She's got her bunny slippers.
You don't mess with a woman in her buddy slippers.
She straight walked through that fence.
So, do you think she's going to go on and... Because she's got... Do you think she has the killing aspect of... Because she doesn't look like
I mean,
haggard and everything, like she hasn't fed.
I imagine she's gonna need to feed to maintain.
So she did... Yeah, so she did become a succubus
And
also.
look, I guess they know where the devil's kettle empties out.
Oh, well.
They found the
there's
knives and the
knife.
balls.
The balls.
Those red balls.
Yeah, I know they were doing the... There's where it's dumping. That was a neat... See, again, that was a neat little callback right there. It's nice to, you know... Attention. It was paid. Paid attention in this movie. Continuity. I'm gonna go into
Oh,
Madison.
Lance Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Okay, so is Lance Hendrickson gonna be a nice guy who gives her a ride? Or
is he
is he
gonna
gonna be
end
a
up dinner?
creeper that's gonna end up dead?
I'm gonna say, you know what? I bet he's all right. I bet he's okay. See, she's not as
She's
like
on her way to kill the band. 'Cause she
Yeah.
said tonight's their last show.
yeah.
Watch out for the low shoulder.
Womp womp. You know, I never noticed that. I never could figure out that name of that stupid
Yeah, it's just
band.
like when the road is uneven, so when you're pulling off, you'll know there's going to be a...
I just thought it was stupid this whole time.
No, there's actually like a meaning behind it.
All right, here we go. This is stuff I wish I could have seen in the movie right here. I
Okay,
really
so
do.
like the credits are showing the band,
And they're all famous.
everybody's like, "Oh my God, sign my tits!" They're signing tits. There's cameras, paparazzi, hot chicks, CDs being thrown around.
High fashion.
He's got a molestache going now.
Oh yeah, they got all the best champagne.
Okay, so apparently the spell did work out for them.
right, kind of.
He's got a bowl of M&Ms like in Wayne's World 2.
Yeah.
We had to beat him to death with his own shoe. Who'd you... Well,
oh,
he was
there's the cocaine.
He
There's
owned the
cocaine.
sweet shop on the edge of town.
See, now I've noticed something too. They all have the same tattoo.
Well, you know, because birds of a feather flock together.
I wonder if it's had to do. Oh, here we go.
Oh, guess who got killed?
Bye bye, Rock Band. We're gonna see some crime
It
scene
was a
photos.
bloodbath. I wonder if she beat them to death with their own
Oh,
shoes.
they were filming it.
Ooh, they found a hair.
Oh man.
She left DNA all over that place.
She did. Well, their DNA all over the place.
Well, they found a hair. Ooh. You can do cocaine through those? I thought you just put like a joint at the end of like a little bit so you didn't have to hold it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a coke tube.
You
I
see,
thought it
there's
was-
the tattoo.
I thought it was a like a one hitter. Apparently,
Maybe it's
you can,
both.
Apparently, you can
It's
snort
both.
coke through a one hitter.
Good. Hey, you know what? It's versatile. That's J.K. Simmons. Who's the bad wig? There's Adam Brody. All right.
Sorry, Kyle Gallner was the emo kid name from Veronica Mars and the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, okay. All right.
Jackie Earl Haley is the guy's name. I have to say it slower. It comes out like Early Hale.
Oh, nice. Use
So
the
he
actual
told,
knife.
Yeah, he got the knife he used on Jennifer. Bitches are running.
There she goes. She just slipped right out. Nothing happened. Girls screaming. Looking right at the camera like, yeah, I did that. I did that.
I mean, they deserved it.
So there we go. All right. Real credits are rolling.
Yeah, we just got to see who sings the songs now. If you want to like fast forward a little to the
Yeah,
the
let's
song
do that.
part.
Let's do the song part here. We're gonna. So just if you are following us again, we are
I'm
actually
kind of curious
fast
who was
forwarding.
singing those songs.
I'm sure you've given up watching by now.
I mean, we did bullshit through this whole movie.
Yeah, I feel like we filled this up for you guys. There's a lot of content.
Ooh, we should do like take suggestions for next commentary.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, stop!
Oh.
Okay, Through the Trees
Here
was
we go.
actually. Hold on, he went back.
Yeah, I went back a little too far.
That's okay.
Through the Trees.
That was the name of the repeated song.
Here we go. All right, so.
Silver Sun Pickups, Black Kids, Eddie Money. Here we go. Through the Trees. It was done by Ryan Levine. Whoever that is.
Adam Levine is the guy from Maroon 5, right?
Right.
You think maybe a sibling? Maybe?
I don't know. If anybody
I don't
can clear this up, please feel free to.
Leave it a comment.
Yeah. Let us know if the Levines are related or if it just happens to be coincidental.
Just a
that
coincidence.
They talk about Maroon 5 and Adam Levine, or if the Levine thing is actual relation.
Yeah, so, hey, help solve the mystery for us, okay, guys?
We need to know or we won't sleep. They didn't even put. Did they put a special thanks in there for Bowflex?
They should.
I didn't look at that.
Okay, I don't know if we got to the special things just yet. 'cause
Yeah,
that
we
comes
did.
Up, we did? Oh, we missed
Yeah,
it.
that happened already.
Bowflex and Hot Topic. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Thanks again for checking us out. If you liked the commentary, go ahead and give us a like. Subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, going to make this a thing. Do more of these commentaries. That was a lot of fun. So, as I always say, guys, keep watching movies. You know we're gonna. Yeah, that looks all right.
I guess, I don't know. I'm about that big.
I know.
I am.
There we are. Crush your
Your
head.
That could be in the outtakes.
I was gonna have to splice that in at the end.
You can obviously tell we grew up with kids in the hall. Kids in the hall.